So, fuck, I really don't want to talk about this shit.
Why not? You
Hey,
don't want to
hey,
talk
well,
about
those are spirit fingers.
These are spirit fingers.
these
are gold.
Okay. Aubrey Plaza says Agatha All Along will be a gay explosion by the end.
Ha! Gay.
Her comment.
Yeah.
This is what she said,
Right.
and she said it on Verity.
Fine, I'll talk about it. Variety drink.
Oh, they caught me off guard. I'm like, hold on, what is this?
God damn you, Aaron! You gotta start
Nah,
drinking
that
on
was
these
me.
fucking
That was
podcasts,
me.
bro.
That was
Okay,
me.
I don't want to talk about this thing being
Now,
happy.
now that I did not. Now that quote I did not hear. So this is news to me right here.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
thing.
That's a direct quote from
yeah.
her.
See,
Yeah.
that's a direct quote from her from Variety, 100%.
Yeah, so I don't want to talk about the show being happy and gay. I want to talk about how corny it is. I'm going to talk about how slow it is. I
I'm
want
with
to talk
him.
about how badly the jokes and the slapstick comedy is. It reminds me. So I know you guys are younger. So anybody remember the show Bewitched?
Yes.
I remember. I've heard.
Yeah,
of it.
I
I've
watched.
heard of it.
I watched Bewitched.
So
Yeah,
Bewitched.
that's back in my parents' time.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
Agatha reminds me of Bewitched. You wanted to watch it because you really wanted to see it, but they never did enough magic. There was never enough to actually keep your fucking like focus on the show. And this is Agatha for me. Like it's agonizing. Like, good Lord, like you wasted a whole episode just to get to the point of the fact that she's under a spell. We knew this shit already. Like
Yeah.
the first two episodes are pure torture. If there's not bad jokes, there's bad puns, there is action that maybe should have happened or shouldn't have happened. It's just terrible. I'm sorry, it's just terrible. And I'm trying to really decide if WandaVision was worse than this, and I almost want to put WandaVision over this, which is crazy.
I actually like WandaVision. You didn't like WandaVision? That wasn't your thing?
I mean, I like WandaVision towards the end. It kind of caught me off. WandaVision caught me off guard because I wasn't prepared when I watched the first two episodes.
Yeah,
and then
I
caught on what was going on. I'm like, okay, I kind of got into it. But just in terms of like just sitting through it, like I was easier to watch WandaVision than it is this. Like this is like, I don't know. It's just terrible.
I will say it didn't take this show at least as long to get to the what it's supposed to be than WandaVision. I will say that about it, because WandaVision, I felt like it took like half the season to get you to realize what's actually going on. I'm glad. Yep. I remember watching the first episode and sitting there. I'm like, they're not gonna WandaVision me right now and make me sit through 4 episodes to get to the whole fucking point. At least Aubrey Plaza came in and was like, yeah, this isn't real. And then, you know, him doing the spell. But it sucks because like I like Catherine Hahn and I like Aubrey Plaza, and I thought when they were together there was some good stuff going on, but it just wasn't enough, and I was not.
Did you see what they did though with the boy? I said they got that straight off of Kill Bill. Remember when they would say this is, and they will always bleep out the name because he wasn't supposed to know who the character was.
Yeah, I mean,
so every time they get ready to say his name, they did that little spell thing to not reveal who he is, even though we know who he is.
When he was talking in the car too, and he was telling his story, I was like, wow, they're really trying to make this a mystery, but like we know it's Wiccan.
We know who he is.
We know it's Wiccan. Like, what are we talking about?
But for the general audience, they probably don't know who he is, and like when she was asking who you are and everything like that, and he's explaining like who he is, who his mother is, even though we know his mother is Wanda, his father is Vision. So yeah,
that's why he's able to use magic. He's a powerful magic user. Like that's who he is.
Yeah, he's like a warlock.
Yeah,
but we have to. The good parts of this show was we got to see cheeks on Disney Plus.
I was not expecting them to do that. I was really not expecting them to do that.
That was wild.
We got Catherine Hahn cheeks walking away.
Well,
and then we also got blood. in this episode.
Oh, like the hand, the her licking the blood off the hand.
When she cut blood off the hand,
was
off the hand from the knife and on the
it.
chest.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, listen, this is like blood in a
I'm just trying to help,
bro. Like,
Aubrey
like
Plaza,
nobody's like like, oh my god, she got blood on her hands. It's great. Like, you know, listen, you know, it was like a pilot to a Disney movie that's not gonna happen. Like, it just it wanted to be hocus pocus, but it didn't have the hocus.
It felt fucking show.
At first, when it came on, I thought I was watching a Disney Channel version of SVU, like with the whole detective.
Yeah,
thing.
like
listen,
so. Yeah, because so I'm glad you mentioned that. So I'm gonna put you under a spell and put you someplace and you don't know what's going on and that you're under the spell, but I'm gonna make you a detective. Doesn't that seem like a little bit stupid?
And that asshole detective at that.
Well, here's the thing. Like at the end of WandaVision, when she took away her power and made her go back, she said, "I'm gonna give you the part that you've always played, and that's the nosy neighbor." So the thing is, she didn't go right into being a detective. So she's been under this spell since the last time she saw Wanda. And if we're doing it in real time, it's been about 3 years, and I think they're going in real time. So that means she's worked into becoming a detective while still under this spell. Because remember, in WandaVision, she's always been like this energetic, bubbly type of character, but now she's this dull, kind of cold type of character.
But that in the comics, that's what Agatha is. And also, we got to realize that they are tying in and cutting loose ends. They do see that Darkhold has been burned down in every universe, which is big in the Marvel universe. It's comic book accurate. But we do see that. We do see that she is getting to a certain power level that she's trying to figure out. She needs to be blasted for her to gain power. She's been that kind of witch, but she doesn't understand that she doesn't have no power in the first episode. So she's trying to piss everybody off and being this asshole and get blasted. And she's being this asshole kind of person. But it falls fucking so short.
Yeah.
I am sorry. It falls so short to me.
I really think it should have taken one episode to get to the Witch's Road.
Yes. I think it kind of, it could have just, and the show to me so far, honestly, it is definitely not for us. This is like between, 11 through 13, 14-ish girls type of show. And this is not, adult. At least not.
We got Cheeks.
You can get Cheeks on Sesame Street now, bro. Like it's a new day.
I'm sorry, what?
1, ha 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 ha. 2, ha ha ha. Ass Cheeks. 3.
Like you can get Cheeks anywhere now, bro. Like this is the day and time we live in. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, the whole time I was watching the show, I was just like, why are we doing this? There's not how many other characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe could we have made a show about instead of Agatha?
Shit, don't start.
Monica.
Yeah.
Now those are the Cheeks I would have preferred to see.
Hell yeah.
Is Monica Rambeau.
Hell yeah. But like, there's like, dude, where's Nova? Like Man Thing. You could have done a Halloween Man Thing, like show. That would have been dope.
Like they did with Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, do an hour special. I don't need this show.
The only thing, right, that could even possibly redeem this show for me at this point.
You say Mephisto, I'm leaving.
I'm not gonna. No. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even gonna go there. Yes, but I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Truthfully, is that the way it's being written, it can't tie into anything else in Marvel. It literally has to be its own separate project. You cannot take Agatha and throw her in with the Midnight Suns, or you could, but the way she's being written now, it would be fucking awkward to do. What are you gonna do? Pluck her out of this, whatever this fucking, like he said, sitcom-y universe and put her into a real fucking Marvel project? I'm not calling it not real, but you know what I mean. Like
you reveal the villain of Midnight Suns, and hopefully it's not Mephisto.
I think Mephisto's going to be in this. I think you're going to get. I think that red character that we see in the trailer. I think that's Mephisto. Yeah. I really think that that's the reveal in this. I'm dead serious.
There has to be some type of meat for us to hang on to.
There's something, and it's not going to be until the very end. And it's not, like it is what it is.
But the problem is walking the road, and Agatha's story is just plain of an asshole. And these witches already know that she's an asshole.
Yep.
So they already know that they should know that she just wants their powers. So it's kind of, because we had the Wanda Maximoff fucking toe tag, and to say that she was crushed, and now we have the comment from the actress that's saying that we have to write her back in. Obviously, we know that you signed a 10-year contract and your 10 years are not up. So what are we going to get into? The only way that I can see this going into is the Midnight Suns.
I agree.
The only connection I see as far as right now that Agatha has is to Scarlet Witch. Because that's when we first got introduced to her. But I think one of my questions is that, like, in the first episode, when they was talking about when they found her body out there in the woods, they said she was placed there. No one brought her there because there were no footprints. So my question is, who or what put her there?
Yeah. So,
go ahead, Chase. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. So, the thing that struck me was, so when they start talking about the Witch's Road, the idea is that you can get to the end of the Witch's Road, you can get whatever you want. And then it suddenly struck me that they kept saying that they had to find a way to bring Wanda back. Mm-hmm. And so to me, this is where this leads. They get to the end of the road, and for some reason, she or somebody decides that they want to bring Wanda back. And then boom, she's back, and now you move forward.
Yeah, that's definitely a strong possibility too. I agree with you. The one thing I will say, because I'm not going to sit here and rag on the series completely, I haven't liked the first 2 episodes. It's a slow burn. We've been saying in our group chat, it's a slow burn. I had a feeling it was going to be a slow burn. The one thing I will say is the horror element at the end of the second episode. I actually thought when they did the whole, I didn't like the song, but the witch that came through the window and was doing the creepy fucking crawl through the house.
Oh, down the stairs.
I hate that. like I like the horror shit. So if they incorporate that, because it's going to go into October, right? So my assumption is they're going to make it scary themed, spooky themed. Yeah. If they continue with that stuff, you can kind of hold my attention if the stuff is good.
Right.
If it's good. Right. But again, where's the story going? Like, I need more. Right now, I don't have enough to really keep me fully interested. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this Coven chant was better than the one on the Acolyte. I like this one more.
I thought the Coven chant in this was okay. I liked it.
I thought it was very. I thought
it was. I don't like music in Disney though.
It was very Broadway.
It was Broadway, and I hate that shit.
I'm okay with that.
Disney singing the script shit. Like,
I hate that shit.
I'm a performer. I like it.
I hate it in Marvel. That's my problem.
Can we get the hip hop version, or maybe
you want Catherine Hahn doing the hip hop version? That's what you want.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty.
All right,
by the way,
let's pound this.
I do want to say I don't know all of the actors in this, but I do want to say, for what it's worth, I think that Catherine Hahn, despite how I don't like how it's being written, I think Catherine Hahn and Aubrey Plaza have done a pretty good job so far in terms of acting their parts.
I think them together is going to be good when they're.
I will say one of my favorite parts of this was it the first episode or the second episode was the fight that they had inside the house.
Yeah, in the house.
It was okay.
The fight between the both of them it kind of gave me Kill Bill vibes a little bit.
Yeah, I was turned on.
It kind of reminded me of Kill Bill a little bit when they was fighting.
Come on. No one else? Not even a little bit.
Excuse me.
No, the thing
Aubrey
that
walked
was
in with that nice little black dress thing. Come on, man. Give me a break.
When she was a detective and she was sitting over there all mansplaining. Yeah, all y'all saw it. Come on now. Don't even get me started. Because she was flirting with her since then. So it's like, I understand her comment, and I understand that she's trying to get all the incels to comment because that gets clicks and views. And that gets more promotion to the show. I understand that. I guarantee that I know that's what she's doing because that's her character. She wants to piss off people.
She does.
Because piss off people want to fucking watch and see what they do next. It's the Howard Stern effect.
Right.
Yeah.
It's literally the Howard Stern effect. They want to be triggered.
And she knows it's going to work.
Exactly. So for me, it's not working because you still have a half decent story.
Like the story isn't too bad so far. It's just a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
They were also very nice enough to take off their shoes while walking the road, so I thought that was
true.
Something.
They see that's actually
now does this become Wizard of Ozzy? Is that where the fuck this goes?
No, but the taking off the shoes, I gotta say the taking off the shoes is comic book accurate.
Comic book accurate.
And,
I figured it was.
Yeah, and it also it's a whole has to do with the. If you guys seen the end credits of it, you get the Salem witch trials, you get all the different pictures inside of there, you get a whole bunch of extra scenes inside of the running credit scenes, so you get the whole thing of what they're doing it, and which the other witch, her mother wrote the song and was mostly viewed. So you get a lot of the lore of it.
Okay.
That's why I'm not completely writing it off, because you're getting a lot of lore.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think my curiosity is there, but it's not like I'm not gonna like run out like, oh my god, did you see this new episode of Agatha All Along? Like, I'm not gonna be like on that. It's like it's nowhere near X-Men 97 for me. Let's just it's not at that level of excitement. But I'll put it like this: if you're going in, don't go into this show expecting to watch The Craft.
Yeah,
that's definitely not what this is. Far from it. That's because that's dealing with what. While this is kind of, I guess you could say, it's dealing with dark magic. The Craft was on another level, but like I said, the curiosity for me is there to see where this is headed. Like what are they going to do next? What are they going to encounter next? Is there certain step and trials they're going to have to do before they get to the next place and all of that? And what are they going to do by the time they get to the end?
Show, you're gonna get dog shit white vision in this.
Oh god!
because we need a Wonder Man to die. Because we're getting a Wonder Man show, ladies and gents.
God.
So
I don't know. I just feel like this is just
that's where we're going.
It's gonna be another show that we it's homework, right? We gotta watch it, see what happens at the end, just to like figure out what the next thing is. It's pretty much where we're at right now.
Also, side note, Wiccan also directly ties into the Young Avengers, so that's a thing as well. We now have we now have 5 members of the Young Avengers floating out here in the fucking world.
Now that part I didn't know. I did know about that.
Because
isn't his brother part of the Young Avengers too?
It's
Speed.
Wiccan and Speed, I think, right?
Speed.
Aren't they both? Aren't they part of the Young Avengers?
They are, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got them two. We got Kate Bishop. We got Miss Marvel. We got there's one more.
Most likely Elijah Bradley's going to come in there.
Who was the other Hulk? What was his name?
She-Hulk.
No.
No.
Scar.
Dominican Hulk.
Scar. Yeah, Scar will also probably be in that. Although traditionally it's been Hulkling.
I was gonna say, isn't it Hulkling? Because Hulkling and Wiccan have a relationship.
Hulkling and Wiccan are whatever they are.
They're doing it in the butt.
Stop. Why? See, why do you see? I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that.
Why? What's wrong? It's
nothing.
What they're doing.
There's nothing wrong with any of it. I just wasn't gonna say it. That's all.
All right. Anyone else have any other comments or notes for Agatha All Along?
Yeah, 5 out of 10 would not recommend.
I thought it was also
it is a slow.
It's a slow burn.
It's a fucking slow.
I thought it was also very. I thought it was also very interesting is that we kind of got a glimpse of the Wiccan character using his powers when he was in the interrogation room when she slammed the papers on the pictures. He was like, "There's no body here. All I see is a bunch of flowers." And then he says, "What mirror are you talking about? All I see is a portrait." and he's sitting there doing a spell. So
Yep.
now we find out that illusions is one of his abilities.
Yeah, we
cool.
do get. This is the thing with this show. They have to explain what happened to her after what Wanda did. They have to explain to her. They have to explain to everybody who's a casual fan what happened to the black hole. They had to explain. They had to explain all this shit to the casual fan to get them into the meat and potatoes. They had to do it because the casual fan does not know about this stuff.
Right.
And that's who they made this show for, to be quite
Right.
honest with you.
Exactly.
And also keep in mind, all the critics that put out reviews watch the first 4.
They did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they're ahead of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the Rotten Tomato. Well, let's kind of end it here, I guess. So right now, IGN has it as an 8, and we also know IGN gave She-Hulk at 8.
That is correct. So the rule,
She-Hulk was a good show.
right. So the rule
That's
of
2, fucker.
So,
Right.
so now we know that Leo works for IGN. He's the one that gave She-Hulk the 8. There
Right.
it is.
Usually, the rule of IGN is it's a -3 or a +2 depending on where you're at in the scale.
Where
This would obviously be a -3. So
I
we're
said
at
a 5. Right. I said a 5. 5 is accurate.
Right.
So that's a thing, and right now the Rotten Tomatoes sits at around 80% for both fan and regular critic score, 77, 78, some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
For what it's worth. But I will also say there were reviews up way before the show even came out, so I think Marvel's doing a little DC thing here with having random bots
But
on this
you
shit,
know
but
what
that's
is-
besides the point.
You know what is interesting though? The embargo for the reviews were the day of
The day of.
release.
Yeah. Yeah. There was like a premiere for this somewhere, like a legit premiere
yeah.
somewhere.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
So, I mean,
They always gonna have a premiere of some
I'm
shit.
not going to sit here and tell you I watched 4 episodes of Echo. I'll probably watch 4 episodes of Agatha. If by episode 4 I'm completely out, I'm fucking out. I won't
Okay,
finish
I got
it.
I got a
finish
question
it.
for you. What would you have to see within the next 2 episodes to make you finish out the rest of the series?
The rest of the season,
Yes.
me personally, I would want more witchcraft stuff. I would
More
want more
magic
power
stuff.
stuff, more magic, more shit. Not more walking the
I-
yellow brick road barefoot trying to get to a fucking dark hole.
I need to
No, I don't
encourage-
want that. I'm fucking bored. I picked up my
yeah.
phone 10 times in 2 episodes to distract myself from the shit I was watching. Like, I watched the fight scene, and I watched the Wiccan scene, and I watched the Wiccan scene that they won't say fucking Wiccan. and like, I watched a couple other things. Outside of that, I was on my phone on TikTok because I was bored.
Well, based on the trailer, what's the thing? That's why I say the thing about trailer trickery is based on the trailer. It's going to happen. It's just the fact of when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I want to see horror elements. Go give me into October. Give me horror elements. Give me get the dark hold. Get some evil fucking shit out here.
How many
do some
episodes
shit.
is it? 8.
I think it's 8. I'm pretty
think
sure.
it's 8, but I also think the last episode they're airing the last 2 episodes together.
Yeah, they start the season with 2, end the season with 2. So I think the last episode is going to be like the week of
The week of
it's
Halloween.
like the week
right?
of Comic-Con, or the week of Halloween,
Yeah, I think it's
Halloween
the week of
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Halloween.
it is. It's going to be
Yeah.
October 30th.
October
Yep.
30th.
October 30th.
So
So they, you know what? That's probably where they're going to throw. They're going like them
Yes.
last 2 episodes. They're going to really throw everything at the wall.
I
in
hope
that
so,
order.
man. I hope it's
Yeah.
not a typical Disney Plus episode show where it just like it falls flat. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that.
These middle episodes are gonna fucking.
Yeah, they're gonna drag.
bro.
are they all 40 minutes? I'll have to look that up. I don't know if they're all 40 minutes, but I was getting bored 20 minutes into each one. Like it is what it is, man. I'm
sucks
hoping it
is
just
where-
I'm hoping it speeds up a little. That's all. That's where I'm at. And I don't expect a ton of action in an Agatha series, but like just some cool shit. Like that witch, I just said, that whole witch thing crawling down the stairs. I was like, oh shit, that looked really good. Good for
just-
Marvel. Good CGI there. I liked
just
it.
want more of the overarching story. Where are we going?
And I want story.
Why are we even
Yeah.
like come on, just tell me where we're going.
Show me why I should give a shit about any of these characters you're showing me right now. Because right now I don't care. Literally don't care at all. So show me something.
God.
Where I'm at.
All right. Well, I guess that's an episode, ladies and gents. We have any other comments to get through?
Oh, we got a couple here. I think Nico said 6 months till infinity.
Oh, thanks, Nico.
Thank you.
Freaking
Nico,
awesome,
appreciate
bro.
you, 6 month
Appreciate you.
member. I'm at a 5 out of 10. Yes, 5 out of 10.
Yep.
Love y'all, but I gotta work. Peace. Mike.
Yep. See you later,
Until
Mike.
next time.
Later, Mike.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, from myself, Big Chase, Aaron, Leo, and obviously our special and most loving guest Torian, we are the Mancave101 Podcast. live every Thursday, giving you all of your nerdy needs throughout the week. Like us on all of our socials, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Kick, and Rumble. We will see you guys next week. Take care. Have an absolutely fantastic evening.
Video.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we told you, it's official. Yeah. Non-stop. 24/7, 365.